Mr. Fraser. But seeing as you drove all the way from Philadelphia, I'm willing to make an exception. How about you?
In light of recent events, Mr. Fraser would like to reestablish his business dealings with Mr. Proctor.
Is the Cage family no longer making deliveries?
We're prepared to double our rates for you. Excluding on this price
Let me
reduction,
pause this.
You want a discount?
as well as Mr. Proctor's
Watching that
personal.
Banshee. Y'all fuck with Banshee. Banshee out the chain. Like, for real, for real. Banshee super fire. Hello. Hello. Dallas Cowboy football talk. Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday. Man, don't nobody steal my title neither, man. And we like, what? 2 days away from the game. Man, we got an afternoon game. We got the 3 o'clock game, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's real deal. 3 o'clock game. Cowboys versus Seahawks. Early predictions. Final prediction probably be tomorrow on the round table. But as of right now, we had a couple of players that were limited today. Beasley was limited. I don't know what happened to him. Who knows? We got Dayton Jones back full though. We got Randy Gregory back full, so that's good. More help on that defense or hot boys, what they call themselves. I'm almost close to sticking to it. Last week was 6 sacks, so I got to make sure it's not a mirage. I got to see it again, man. I got to see it again. I just got to make sure it's real deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, Seahawks, Earl Thomas did not practice today. Non-injury related reasons. I don't even know what's going on with Earl Thomas, but he didn't practice. Well, Earl Thomas don't need practice, really. I don't think Baldwin is playing. KJ Wright ain't playing, but they do. Darryl, he sprained his ankle yesterday. Okay, appreciate that, Darryl. Thank you, brother, for telling me. But KJ Wright, Baldwin not playing. They got a couple players not playing, but Bobby Wag is playing. One of the best linebackers in the league, in my opinion. Malik Collins is out. Of course, Travis Frederick is out, of course. Sean Lee did not practice Wednesday, limited Thursday, limited Friday, and questionable for the game. Xavier Woods, limited, questionable. Daniel Ross had a little wrist thingy, but he's going to play full practice all days. Randy Gregory been full this whole time. Dayton Jones been full this whole time. So we'll be okay. He don't want to help beat his favorite team. I know, right? That's funny, y'all. That's funny. Starting left guard out. Starting center is questionable. And then practice all week for wow. Yeah, I know, Bird. I know you're talking about Earl Thomas. Yeah. I know, right? He don't want to. He don't want to help beat it. He ain't gonna beat us. Even if he does, he ain't gonna beat us. So Malik Collins, Travis Frederick, the only Cowboys ruled out. That's a good thing, y'all. That's a good thing. And the O-line is already trash. Yeah. The O-line ain't what it, it is what it is. It is what it is. Our defense should have another good week, like I said they would last week. 27-13. Damn. I actually got the Seahawks only getting 10. I got them getting a touchdown and a field goal. So I got them scoring a touchdown, then get another 3. I got us getting 24. 21-10. Yeah, I got us at 10. But I got 24 because I got us scoring 3 touchdowns and a field goal. So I got us at 24-10. I could sleep on and change my opinion on the round table for tomorrow. But as of right now, that's what I got. That's it for right now. I got us 24-10, Daryl O. First of all, thank you and B Bird for coming on here, man. Appreciate y'all fellas for rocking out with me, man. Stopping through or whatever, how long y'all gonna be here. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. So let me ask y'all this. Daryl O and B Bird, who y'all got? B Bird, who you got scoring them 27 points? And Daryl O, who you got scoring them 21 points? Oh, thank you, Daryl. We do be grinding. We be grinding it out, bro. Now the season, then we do one on Saturday, and we do one post game. So, we get them in, baby. We get them in. We do the damn thing, man. We just, we grind them out. We grind them out, man. Yeah. We grind them things out. So once again, B-Bird, who you got scoring them 27 points? And Daryl O, who you got scoring them 21 points? Talk to me. Come and talk to me. Now then. Ooh, yeah. Zeke 2 TDs, Dak throw 1. Okay. All right, B-Bird. That's good. I like that. You got Zeke with 2. I like that, brother. I'm telling y'all, the only way we can get Zeke to get that big run, we got to get up to the second level of blocking with. Every time I get on live, I get sleepy. Every time. Daryl O, you got not Daryl O. Wait. But B-Bird, you got 27. Oh, 2 field goals. Sorry, pardon me. Didn't see it. Tavon deep again. Dak on the read option. Zeke 1. I like that, man. I got Bryce Butler with a touchdown if he played. I got Tavon Austin with a touchdown. I got Zeke with a touchdown. And I got Brett Maher, however you pronounce his name, with a field goal. So that's my prediction. Once again, thank y'all for coming rocking out with me. I appreciate y'all for real. I don't know where I'd be without people to talk to on here. It's always good to talk football with real cool, calm, settled fans. Like, I don't care if I only got one person watching. Like I always tell y'all, I'll talk all night. Maybe Rico getting one this time. Ran good route last game in the end zone. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, man. And they ain't got nobody that can jump with him. Nobody. So maybe we do see Big Reek havoc. Oh, that's fire. Rico gonna wreak havoc. That's fire. I think that Dak needs to threaten middle deep. If you can't pass, then you're going to have a hard time. That's true. That's true, B-Bird. That's so true, bro. That's true. Although Dak is I'll talk about it. I'm gonna do a video on it. Yeah, your quarterback got to get better with throwing the ball. I've said myself that Dak is not a passing quarterback, but you got to be versatile. Consistently versatile. What would you do with Frazier E. Woods since they are saying Woods is playing? That's a tough one. Woods probably ain't gonna play a lot because the hamstring probably it's the same one he injured last year. So I don't even know. Hey, it's 3 of y'all watching. I only got 1 like. Who ain't hit the like button? I don't know. I can't wait for Woods to get 100% though, man. I like Woods. I like him. You definitely got to keep Jeff Heath out there. You probably see more Woods than Frazier because Woods is better than Frazier. Against the deep ball, Woods is better than Frazier. Woods can tackle too. Woods can tackle, man. I like Xavier Woods, y'all. He's good. Xavier Woods is really good. Let me see if Marquez White been picked up by a team yet. Poor kid. And I like that Marquez White. Yeah. 23 years old. Well, you been picked up by somebody? No, he hasn't. He ain't been picked up by nobody. That's what your ass get for showing folks guns on the highway. You snooze, you lose. He was a 6th-round pick anyway, but I liked him on kids though. He was all right. That's like saying a wide receiver. Ain't a catch, a wide receiver. That's what I would do too. It's like saying a wide receiver ain't a catch. That's funny. That's funny, B Bird. That's funny. But you're gonna see, you gotta play B. I mean, you gotta play what that fella name? Jeff Heath. And against the deep ball, which Russell Wilson does a lot, Marquez is way not Marquez. Xavier Woods is way better than Xavier Woods is way better than Kayvon. Damn, man. Marquise, what's up, bro? Ah, you got it, man. Just, talking a little data cowboy football like we always do on this thing, man. If we don't win this game, we in trouble. Yeah, it's a must win. Dak is good. I think he loses touch on the ball at times, but he's put my hat down. Put my hat down. Yeah. But yeah, I think if we run him like last game, play like Bryce and Tavon more, than we get wide open from separation, and we will be good. DJ, that's a good point, Darrell. We got to. DJ, what do you think of Bryce Butler being back? I'm okay with Bryce coming back. Last year we badly saw the kid. If they use him, I'm okay with him. You brought him back, see what he can do. Exhaust him, put him out there, play him. Play him. Who gives a shit? Play him. Let's see what he's gonna do. Last night Mayfield played with the anticipation that I like Dak to play with. He was all right. He was all right. Baker did okay. He did okay. He was okay. Yeah, he did okay. Baker was all right. Tavon is the best guy we got, and he has the least snaps. I wouldn't say he's better than Beasley, but he's definitely second best. I don't think he's better than Beasley as a receiver. Nah. He definitely get more separation because of his speed, but he's not better than Beasley. Not in my opinion. I don't think he's better than Beasley. They don't have a Tavon Mayfield yet. They're like they didn't have one on Dak. Stopping in the show for another Cowboys fan. Go Cowboys, let's get this win. Thank you, Cowboys face. Even if you don't stay long, you always pop up and say, hey, so I appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much. And that's all I ask, baby. I don't care. This is genuine over here, man. This is genuine. But yeah, Marquise, man, I like Bryce being back, bro. If they use him right, You know, you got to exhaust them. You got to exhaust your options, man. Play Bryce. Play the hell out of him. Put him out there. He said last year he was better than Dez. He said he feel like he can get that ball better than Dez. Let us see. Not better than Beasley, but more of a home run threat. That's true, Daryl. I agree with you on that. I absolutely agree with you on that. He is. He is. If you give him the ball and Beasley the ball in the same spot with a defender on them, Tavon will score faster than Beasley would. I saw Beasley 2017 get ran down by Landon Collins. Bryce did well on the broken plays with Dak. Yeah, I like Bryce, man. Bryce is all right. I think he can be a little wacky sometimes, but overall, Bryce Butler is okay. He's okay. Honestly, Bryce is all right. Yeah, he's okay. I like Bryce, man. I hope he plays Sunday. You know, Bryce is a fast 6'3", a guy that can jump also. And Seattle just ain't got them cornerbacks no more, man. But don't get it twisted. They still can beat us. They still can beat the Dallas Cowboys. These are all professional teams. Don't ever underestimate grown men who do this for a living. Don't ever underestimate none of them because they all can turn it on. Any given Sunday, shit, we thought Tank was gonna have about 3-4 sacks on Eric Flowers, but Eric actually held up pretty good for most of the game. He actually did better than I thought he was gonna do. So you can't never underestimate nobody. I did that last year with in that playoff game when we played I talked about this last week too. In that playoff game when we played Green Bay and they had a guy named Geronimo and I made fun of him. I was like, who the fuck is Geronimo? We're gonna dog him. We're gonna dog Geronimo. And shit, Geronimo went crazy on the Cowboys. So just hope our team play the best they can play. Because sometimes, you can go and bite the dust. Mike Tyson was undefeated. He went and bit the dust against Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas kicked his ass. Just like that. Yeah. Colts at Philly, Green Bay at Washington, Giants at Texas. We could be first place after this weekend. The Colts? You think they can beat Philly? What the Colts looking like this year? I haven't seen the Colts. What they looking like this year? I haven't seen them. I haven't seen what the Colts are looking like this year. Green Bay at Washington. Oh, yeah. You know something, though? The Giants might lose to the Texans. What the Colts looking like, though? Are the Colts good enough to beat Philly? Who they quarterback? Green Bay at Washington? Nah. I don't know about that one. Let me text Football News and see where he at, because he's supposed to be in here. So they beat Washington last week. They 1-1. I would like to welcome on Boma Suna. What's up, man? What's going on? I'm buffering. I would like to welcome Dallas Cowboy Football News. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, brother. Doing good, man. You know, it's Friday. I ain't got no job. I ain't got shit to do.
Yeah, we just talking about it. Bomasuna, what's up as always, man? DJ, I think we need to be looking at wide receiver and tight end in the draft. Agreed. Agreed.
Pause the button. It's too early. It's only week 3. It's too early, DJ. It's too early.
Hey, man, everybody got their opinions, man. Andrew Luck is still there. Oh, my God.
Four tight ends and 7 wide receivers, and all these guys suck. Then they better step something up.
Yeah. So, let me ask you this, sir. I'm just sitting here talking about Dayton Jones being back, Randy Gregory being back, Malik Collins being out, Sean Lee questionable, Xavier Woods questionable, is probably going to play. Somebody asked in the comment, what do you do with Kayvon Frazier and Xavier Woods? I say you leave Jeff Heath where he is. I said Kayvon Frazier. This Kayvon, Jeff Heath, and Xavier Woods. I say you leave Jeff Heath where he is. And you got to play Xavier Woods more than you play Kayvon because Xavier Woods is way better on the deep ball than Kayvon is. What you think?
Yeah. As long as you keep Kayvon Frazier in the role of special teams and a box safety, he's really going to flourish.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, that's his role. He needs to stick to that role. But don't get me wrong. For the past 2 weeks, I mean, he's been covering, he's been hitting, he's been sacking. Sure. I mean, but his role is special teams, which he does a great job in. And then whenever, Xavier Woods needs a break or whatever, depending on those packages, put him in the box. That's what Kayvon Frazier can give you.
Yeah. Not that we give a shit. Like, none of our wide receivers are under contract after this season except Gallups and Hearn and T. Will. Well, you can get rid of Hearns and T. Will, in my opinion, bro. And I like T. Will, but, I still get you a tight end in the first round. You got to. You have to. Dak needs a good tight end. Every quarterback needs a good tight end. All of them. And Dak needs a good one. You got to go first round.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for a traditional West Coast offense? Are you looking for a Rico gathers better techniques and all the qualities in a tight end? What you looking for, though? What you looking for? What kind of tight end?
I don't know. I guess this season gonna tell us what we're looking for, because you need a guy that can block and you need a guy that can catch, and I think they don't know what they have, and that's why they still got all them tight ends over there trying to figure it out. Cowboys abroad, what's up, brother? What's up, bro?
What's
you got
up,
time to come on, Cowboys abroad? I'll let you on, bro.
It's like 2 in the morning where he's at, ain't it?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I think we should go O-line first round, especially after Frederick got sick. Interesting. What you think about that football news? Somebody said we should go O-line first with Travis Frederick and sick and shit.
Well, he could beat it. We got to see how he is, though. We just gave him a big contract. His health is on the line. If he retires, then you do it. But if he can get past this, he'll be good. So, you just invested a lot of money in that center, and then you got to go out and get a first-round draft pick off the line. How much they make? About $5 million a year.
Yeah,
I'd be careful with that.
There you go, Cowboys abroad. They're going to link. As soon as you get in, I'm going to delete the link. So go ahead and click it. And come on in, my brother. Well, I guess it depends on how. Yeah, Cowboys fan. It depends on how this year goes. with Travis Frederick, his condition at the end of the year. And I don't, and I still don't think you necessarily got to go draft. I think you can get. Well, no, we don't do good with free agency. So yeah, you might be right.
Hey, just re-sign Chaz Green. I heard he's working out with the New York Giants.
Who said Chaz Green?
Yeah, we'll throw Chaz Green at center. That's all the positions he hasn't played. Who knows? He could be a top-notch center.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's finally gone. We finally got rid of him. And he's a Gator. He's from my team too. You piece of shit. And he was okay in college. But DJ, can you wait until around 3 or 4 to get a center? Oh, I don't know, Marquise. I
It just
don't
depends
know.
on how deep the center draft is.
There you go. See y'all. I don't have the answer for y'all. Football news come through with the clutch, man. Great answer, bro. And shout out to my brother Cowboys abroad for coming on. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's good, man?
Man,
What's up, abroad? Hey, I got a bone to pick with you. Every time I'm in the comment section, abroad, I'll be looking in there, and you'll be with Game Changer, and they're talking about Dallas Cowboy no news or fake news. What's up with that, man?
No news from Dallas Cowboys football news. What's up, no news? How you doing?
What's good, man? Thanks for joining the Crown J Show, man.
I'm still waiting for the news, man.
So, go ahead football news.
Oh no, I just said the news happens, during the off season a little bit, but I do take about a month and a half off during the off season. I just get away from YouTube every once in a while. You know what I mean? But it's hard to post the news though when you got respectable channels like My Cowboys Family and stuff. I mean, they go toe to toe with the news. So why are they going to click on my videos so they can get it from them? You know what I mean? So I just stick with the reactions.
BJ, you see how he backed out of that, man? See how he tiptoed out?
I see, man. So, Cowboys abroad. Somebody in the comments said, "What do you do with Kayvon now that Woods is coming back?" And I said, "You play Woods more on the deep ball because that's what he's good at." Football news said you keep Kayvon around there in the box safety. What you think, man?
Oh man, yeah, man. Me personally, I would rather keep Kayvon where he at. To tell you the truth, I would like to use Woods as more of a rotational guy, man, in different packages. I think, man, he's capable of playing both corner and safety. So I like the flexibility of being able to move Woods around. Instead of just having him in one position, I think he's better, man, if we can sometimes put him in the slot, sometimes line him on the outside, sometimes use him in a dime package. I like him better with flexibility. Kayvon, man, is really a kind of a one trick guy. He's best in the box. He's not really good out of space and coverage. And so I think Woods would probably be better served as being a rotating type of guy.
Yeah, I agree. He is kind of a one trick pony. He is, and I like Xavier Woods, man. He does really good over the top. He does really good over the top. I really like him, and I see him. If he get the hamstring thing under control, Xavier Woods could be pretty damn good. Let me ask you something else, Cowboys abroad. Yesterday on Dallas Cowboys Football News live, I said we can get the running game going if Joe Luna can get to the second level of blocking up there to Bobby Wag. Do you think he can do it?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think our line is coming together. We coming together. We started out of the box kind of slow, but we're starting to work together. Connor Williams is starting to get his feet underneath him, figure things out. I still think he's a little undersized, but at the end of the day, I think he can do enough, man, to open up some holes. So we can scheme enough to get him on the outside, man, to where he can use his speed and gain leverage on some of the guys on the end. And so I don't really see us having problems on opening up holes, but I don't really think that it's going to be up the middle like we're looking at because we just don't have the same type of offensive lineman. I think we're better if we get on the edge, left or right, and open up that sort of slant hole that we've been running, where you run that 45-degree angle to the outside and break on the outside, hit the line going up. I think that's probably better because of the skills of Connor Williams. He got to win with his speed and his leverage because he ain't got the ass to open up holes up the middle. Them big boys, them defensive tackles. He ain't big enough.
Okay. Dallas Cowboys football news. You know what I noticed? I noticed not Cowboys abroad. I noticed Connor Williams didn't do as bad against the Giants. What do you think?
No, just like Cowboys abroad said, he's getting his feet underneath him. I think you can see that. They're starting to sink. Connor Williams played a lot of preseason games, but he didn't play a lot with Tyron Smith and Joe Looney beside him. So, it takes a little bit for these guys to sink. And they did not play at all with Ezekiel Elliott behind him. So,
Right.
as we know, as we've seen in the past, Ezekiel Elliott, he don't start off fast. I remember his rookie year, we played, only had like 50 yards against the Giants. In week 2, he played the Redskins, and he had 2 fumbles. And then he started getting his feet out underneath him last year, the same thing. And so now it's week 3, and this offensive line and Zeke, they're gelling, and I think they're going to have a big game come Sunday.
Okay. Yeah. I agree too. Well, I agree with you, Cowboys abroad. In football news was on my live last week before the Giants game, and I said, in order to beat Snacks Harrison, get him tired. Run slants, run to the outside. Up the middle is not always the answer, so I agree with you on that. I don't think up the middle is always the answer. I don't think we really gotta, get these big guys going side to side. They're wear down. Get them going. Get the defensive guys going side to side, and I think they'll eventually wear down. And Football News said something yesterday. He said he's not even sure Bryce Butler will play because he don't know if he's acclimated with Dak again yet. What do you think? You think Bryce is playing? I think Bryce is playing.
Oh man, Bryce only been in for a week. Is he playing? Yeah, I think he's probably gonna be in. I think he's probably gonna be in the lineup. I don't really see why he wouldn't. I mean, it can't hurt. We only giving our receivers 2 passes a game anyway, or 2 targets a game. So he can go in there and catch a couple of passes. It ain't like he got to learn the playbook or nothing. So he already know. He just jump in and go. Getting acclimated don't take much, man, to run 10 yards down the field, man, and do an out route or an in route. So
yeah,
no reason for him not to play.
Okay. Yeah. I agree. So let me see the comments. Defense good. O-line is fine. Zeke there. So the first round pick is a tight end or wide receiver. Yeah, Cowboys abroad. I said tight end in the first round. How you feel about that, man?
Hey, man, you can take one look at our tight end situation and know it don't take a genius to know we need a tight end, brother. Badly.
Yeah.
Badly, man. I'm going tight end first round, man. I'm going tight end first round. I think that I still have hopes, man, that one of these receivers, man, is going to emerge, man, as a solid performer and emerge as the number one. We still early in the season. We're week 3. We coming up on our 3rd week. I think that we're going to know something about these guys come week 8, week 9, who the man is. And I think we're going to be able to buy some time on the receiver. I don't see why we can't take one in the 2nd round or 3rd round. Tight end, definitely number 1.
Yeah, that's what I said. So, for you, football news, what you think it depends on how the season goes, because how you feel about the tight end? Like, sometimes people tend to go overboard, but I'm saying it now. God Almighty, even if Rico, has a good touchdown here and there, I still think we need a tight end. What you think first round should be focused on, or you just waiting for the season to play out?
I'm waiting for the season to play out right now. I mean, we might have to go wide receiver again in the first round. Someone brought up in the comment section that the only wide receivers left, Alan Hearns, Cole Beasley, and Terrence Williams, are going to be under contract. We got 7 of them. So, wide receiver might be a first round. And then, they kind of invested 3 years in Rico. They just drafted Dalton Schultz. They traded up in the 7th round to get Jeff Swain. And then they activated Jarwin on the practice squad yesterday. So they invested in tight ends so far. They just got to get their feet underneath them like an offensive line would or the receiving core would. But at the end of the day, we got to take it game by game and see what really our weakness is at. Because in this offense under Scott Linehan, all you need them to really do is block or do a bootleg out. So that's just what it is.
Okay.
Hey, DJ. Before
Yes,
we get
sir.
before we get off this draft, man, I wanted to just ask you real quick, man. What you think? What you think, man? What's gonna happen, man, with the defensive end situation? With Tank playing lights out, earning his money. He's gonna be very expensive at the end of the day. Are we gonna be able to afford him? Be able to afford to keep him? Because if not, that's going to change the dynamics. If we can't afford to keep D-Law, then I might want to go defensive end first round.
Hmm. You know what? My only problem with that, we went defensive end last year, first round, and we got a good one in Taco, and he didn't emerge to his second year. But if Tank is gone and we go defensive end first round, he has to be a beast. I mean, he got to be a JJ Watt type of first rounder. It got to be, out of here type first round type guy, man. And I don't think that right now Tank is on pace for 16 sacks. It could be more than that. Before the season, I said get rid of Tank. I said I don't trust him. I said I don't think he'll have another breakout season. And after 14 sacks, it slowed down, and it can slow down this season. But if he played lights out the whole season, he's over his number from last year. We're not gonna be able to afford it because and rightfully so, he wants his money, and he's gonna be very expensive and too expensive for what we are trying to do. Pay Dak, pay Zeke. If Zeke balls out and DeMarcus Lawrence balls out and Dak balls out, man, all these guys gonna want money, man. All these guys are gonna want money, and if Dak balls out, if Dak has a good season, you got to pay your quarterback. If Dak has a good season, Jerry like Dak, I don't know, man. I don't know. If we can afford Tank, like you say, you got to go first round defensive end, and I say he has to be a beast. I mean, I'm talking move up in the round to get a beast. Like, don't wait till your position like we did with Taco. We waited to 27 and got him. No, you got to move up and get somebody that's ready right now. If that's what we're gonna do, and if we can afford, I know we're not gonna be able to afford him. It's clear as day. We're not gonna be. If Tank balls out, they might well start looking, or whatever. He's a free agent. He ain't got to take shit. He can just leave. I'm with you. If he balls out, I don't think he's gonna be there. I don't think they're gonna. Only way I can see them coming up with some long term. If he gets a small amount next year and get bigger amounts as the years go by, but a lot of guaranteed money, because he's looking at Khalil Mack, he's looking at Aaron Donald, he's looking at all these defensive guys that are getting these big ass checks. Look at Dominic Sue. He signed 1-year deals for big checks every year. Smart. He don't lock himself in no long term. He signed these big 1-year contracts. Tank could go on a spree like that. These guys, they getting paid now, bro, and righteously so, because the NFL makes a lot of money off these guys. They get hurt. Guys like Cam Chancellor careers ending. Jeff Heath ended somebody's career on Seahawks special team about 4 years ago. Ryan Shazier, these guys' seasons are ending. Their careers are ending, and a lot of them ain't been made the money that they've been worth or that they should deserve. And you got these smart agents that are, figuring it all in with these guys live. These guys got kids and stuff. DeMarcus Lawrence is going to want a lot of money. You're gonna want a lot of money, and I agree with you. We're not gonna be able to afford Tank with what we got going on right now because we got a lot. Byron Jones is gonna want to get paid. Byron Jones is gonna, man. That's a good point, Cowboys, bro. What you think, football news?
Well, I like this defensive line, and don't get me wrong, Marcus Lawrence is a piece of the puzzle. But if Taco keeps doing what Taco's doing, you might be able to keep David Irvin for the cheap, to be honest with you, just because of his history and his suspensions. Maybe a 3-year, $25 million contract type money, and then maybe he can hold out after that first year if he balls out and wants more money. So I mean, you can play around with Irvin more. You got, I don't know, but I think you have to draft a defensive lineman, especially if you let him go. But what team is willing to pay him? And maybe he'll take a home team discount. Who knows? And with Dak, you say Dak got to take me to an NFC Championship where I pay him anything.
I hear you on that one.
Because I mean, I ain't just gonna offer $20 million, $25 million a year, and our asses ain't got no NFC Championship, let alone a damn divisional playoff game. So Dak better earn his keep by taking us to the damn playoffs. And low key, that's why I didn't like the Tony Romo signing, because our asses didn't go to an NFC Championship when they gave him that $120 million. Dak has to earn his keep. It ain't about the wins. It ain't about the losses. It ain't about the stats. It's about damn playoffs, the games that matter.
For me, that's going to depend on whether or not I feel like it's Dak's fault that we did or didn't get to the playoffs. That's going to have a lot to do with it. I say you're right. He's going to have to at least take us to the playoffs. But when NFC Championship, I don't know about that. A lot of variables got to come into play for you to get there. No, that's just kind of how I see it. I see one of your guys though. DJ, saying, man, that we should pay D-Law before we paid that.
I agree.
You feel that way?
I agree.
No, I don't agree with that one. I can't agree with that one. I can't pay D-Law before I pay Dak because Dak had a breakout season in 2016, and if a quarterback that was coming off his rookie contract had the season Dak had in 2016, he would get the biggest contract ever. So Dak had a rookie season, then he came back and had a bad season. So Dak got to prove himself. Tank had a good season. Now he got to have another one. Like they both have had good seasons, but and that was Tank's first good season. Tank has been there since 2014. That was his first good one. I need consistency. Both of them still got to show me something. Dak 2016 is gone. Tank 14 sacks is gone. He got his 17 million for his 14 sacks. I need something else. I got to evaluate that at the end of the season. But if they both ball out, I would pay Dak before I pay Tank. It's hard to find a good quarterback. Man. They go and they come and they very rare. How many first rounders that are not here? Defensive ends? Defense, look, you don't follow college football news, but trust me. Now, bro, man. Especially out the SEC, I'm an SEC guy. The defense, man. You remember Rolando McClain? Look at the Patriots linebacker, SEC. Look, man. I'm telling you, you got to pay your quarterback if he's good. Good quarterbacks that are big, physical, can run are rare, and you don't want to screw up the Dak. You got to pay your quarterback before you pay a defensive end. Defensive ends, bendable, but they come by the dozen. And I would rather pay my quarterback, who I trust, like you said, take me to a playoffs, NFC, and I'm with you on NFC title. You got to get me that far. We can't fall under the he did this much, so no. Tank earned his 17 million, 14 sacks, 17 million. Therefore, show me something else. Whether they both ball out, I would definitely pay my quarterback first, easily.
But you got quarterbacks that haven't did jack, man, that's getting $120, $130 million contracts, man. I mean, how many games, man? How many NFC championships, man? Jimmy G got or Case Keenum got? How many
That's
wins,
true.
man? How many wins Sam Bradford got? You know, I ain't hating on them. You know, I'm glad they got I'm glad they,
Yeah.
you know, I'm glad they got paid. But at the same time, man, we're gonna hold our quarterback. We're gonna hold our quarterback hostage and not pay him. You know, you got quarterbacks all over this league that ain't one a damn thing just getting paid. I'm not saying that I'm saying we gotta break the bank on them, but we gotta be willing to give our our QB a reasonable paycheck. I mean, the guy's been gave us full season, man, at $600,000 a year.
Well, here's my deal. You're looking at the cap hit, right? You're looking at the cap hit, and I get it. It's hard to find quarterbacks, this, that, or the other. But Tank Lawrence probably only capped out about $15 million a year. Dak, $25 million a year. Who's a consistent baller? Tank Lawrence or Dak Prescott? Right? So with this offensive line, if it stays up to keep and Ezekiel, because you could pay, Lawrence, you could pay Zeke, because right there, that's the motor of your offense and defense. Along with, I mean, I'm changing the defense there. I mean, there's 11 guys over there balling the fuck out right now. But like on the offense, right now it's just Zeke. So do you want to risk $25 million and maybe have something there, or do you want to risk $15 million when you know you got something there?
Well, in my mind, no matter who we got to bring in, no matter who we bring in, we're gonna have to pay them. No matter who you bring in, and Dak gives us the best chance to win. And I think that you can probably get Jack for about $20 million a year, which I think is fair. Fair compensation for what he brings to the table. He's not going to be your elite back, or he's not going to give you elite numbers. He's going to give you a good solid game, keep you in games, and help you win ball games. And he's going to be your Alex Smith type. I think he's probably going to get Alex Smith type money.
Yeah. Troy Aikman wasn't no elite, big bomb throwing type quarterback, because we didn't need him to be. Everything else was clicking so good. Dak ain't got to be Aaron Rodgers who a bomb, and Dak ain't got to be Carson Wentz who a bomb, who got a big arm, or Drew Brees and all these other guys, Matty Ice with the big throwing arm. You don't need that, man. If that was the case, Aaron Rodgers would have 30 Super Bowls, man. If big arms won a Super Bowl, man, Aaron Rodgers would have more than Tom Brady. It's not about that. It's about coaching. It's about a team game. It's about putting your team in position to win, and being able to throw damn near, however many yards. It's not about that, man. Like I said, if that was the case last year when Aaron Rodgers beat us, he would have went on to the Super Bowl and beat whoever that was there. But it's not about that. It's more to that. And that's what these guys on, Skip and Shannon always talking about. Dak can't do this. He can't throw down. You don't need that to win, man. You don't need that to win, because you could throw for 300 yards and lose. Dak threw for 300 yards in that playoff game, and we still lost because the defense couldn't hold up. So it's not about that all the time. Tom Brady threw for 400 yards in the Super Bowl and he lost. It's not about that all the time, man. You got to manage the game, control the game, and it's a team effort. So we're not trying to turn Dak into this big quarterback that has to throw and do that. Yeah, you got to be a quarterback that can win a game and make that throw when it's necessary. I think Dak still got to develop and become that type of quarterback. But as far as just bombing away all the time, that's bull crap.
If Dak Prescott's making elite money, like $25 million a year, I expect him to have elite play.
Elite play
that's one thing we can get out of Tony Romo, though.
But I'm talking about comparing him to all these quarterbacks that are. You think Fitzpatrick going to the Super Bowl? You think Mahomes going to the Super Bowl?
You never know. I don't know that.
The Kansas City Chiefs or Tampa Bay are not going to the Super Bowl, and you know it.
I don't know it. Did you think the Jacksonville Jaguars were going to go to the AFC Championship last year?
Yes, I did.
You really thought? Now you just fooling.
Football news. Unlike you, I watch all games, so I knew what they were. You don't watch it. I watch it. I knew what their defense was. When Barry Church went there, I said, "Ooh, it's finna get scary." I watch all football. I knew they was going, brother. Trust me. I knew it. Trust me.
In today's market, you know, my rebuttal is $20 million is no longer elite money. You know, that's the norm. That's the standard today. You know, and so that's kind of how I feel. That's kind of how I feel about it. You know, we want to get Jimmy G. We want to give Jimmy G play 10 games in the NFL, $30 million, but we want to give that $10 million, really, $15 million, really. You know, we gotta be reasonable, man, and pay the fair market value for QB. You know, particularly if, you know, especially if Dak is taking us to the playoffs. You know, these guys, man, ain't done shit. Just coming into the league, ain't done nothing, haven't won nothing, and getting paid $25-30 million. It ain't elite money. It's just the fair market value for the day for a QB.
Yep, I agree with you. But yeah, football news. Trust me, dog. I watch them all. I watch every defense. I know who's the good ones and who the bad ones. And I knew with that defense where they was going. Trust me, I knew, man. I knew it. And you just know who's going. Like I say, it's a team effort, man. It's a team effort. That defense got them there. Blake Bortles didn't get them there. The defense did. That's why I say you don't always need a quarterback that can just be Clark Kent every damn game, man. You don't need that every game. You need a game manager. You need a guy that controls the game, know what to do in clutch moment, third down, when pressure is on. You need that. And Dak is slowly developing into that, but he still had to work on his game in the pocket. And the coach has got to do a better job with getting him ready for that. And I think once he get there, big as he is, 6'2" or whatever he is, he's going to be a really good quarterback.
Let me ask you this. Let's say Jason Garrett gets fired this year. Dak Prescott is on his fourth year. Let's say the new coach comes in. What if he don't like Dak?
I can't do nothing about that. If he don't like Dak and he get rid of him, then I just got to deal with whoever else they bring in. I don't know. I ain't got no choice. Hell, I'm pretty sure everybody on the Raiders when looking how when John Gruden let Khalil Mack go, like, what?
Because my Cowboys family went on with Ari, some Ari dude. He's a Phantom radio show host, big time radio host. He does player interviews and all that stuff. And he said that he feels that if Jason Garrett does not make the playoffs this year, he gone. Did y'all watch that?
I saw, but I didn't get to watch it. I think so too. No, I don't. Pardon me. I don't think so. I think Garrett's gonna play his contract out. I think only somebody who will go is Lanahan. I think Garrett's gonna ride his whole contract out.
Yeah, I think what is it? He got one more year of his contract.
Yeah.
Garrett does. If we were just talking about Jacksonville and the defense, man, would you take Barry Church back?
With Chris Richard, yeah. With Chris Richard, you damn right I would.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Chris Richard, I don't know if y'all seen him play, but Barry Church is they played him last year. They called on him against Gronk, which was a bad call. It was a clean hit in my opinion. But yeah, Barry Church with Chris Richard, absolutely. Barry Church got a good interception out Aaron Rodgers in 2016 in the end zone, a good one. Barry Church knew how to hide himself. He knew how to disguise himself. He got one off. Barry Church had a couple interceptions in 2016. I like the Barry Church, man. It was just a scheme. Look what he been doing over there in Jacksonville. I like Barry Church, man. Barry Church is good. You know, over there playing with a good defense and a good defensive coach. Only elevates your play. You know what I'm saying? I like Church, man. Church, and he's a hard hitter. You know, he's a thumper. He's a real thumper. So you know, it's kind of outlaws, but you know, he wanted his money and righteously so. At that point, he earned it, and Church is pretty damn good. Last year, 2017, the damn man had 4 damn interceptions.
Yep.
4 interceptions last year. Church is good. Full season. 4 interceptions. He only misses game when he's injured. But other than that, Barry Church is good, man. I like Barry Church. I definitely take him. Back, but he don't want to come back to Dallas.
Man,
Barry Church did a lot of work over there, and they ain't want to pay him, and they ain't want to pay the man.
I find it interesting. We were talking about who we might take, man, and none of us said safety in the first round.
That's true.
And that's been a conversation all season, preseason. You know, even up to a couple weeks ago, man, we were talking about Earl Thomas. You know, that's been a conversation, man, since the season ended. And none of us said safety in the first round, man. Is our safeties playing that well, man, or is our needs in other areas just that strong?
Well, before the season started, you know, I did a video saying how how Derwin James was the ingredient we need. I got a video on my channel talking about that. I screamed safety all off season, and the only reason I'm not doing it now is because the cornerbacks we got. I like Xavier Woods. I want to give him a chance, and Jeff Heath is solid when he's not missing. You know, I think Xavier Woods can be somebody. Cheeto and Byron Jones, they just speak for themselves. So I think it's just an overall elevation of the pressure that our defense brings. We'll put the quarterback in a panic to where we can't have another Phillip Rivers 454-yard, 3-touchdown type of game. So y'all know that hunts me to this day. Last year on Thanksgiving, Phillip Rivers just shredded us, just ripped us apart, y'all. Oh God, just still disgusting. We still had Byron Jones and Jeff Heath back there. That was a bad combination, but I like Xavier Woods over the top. That's why I'm really not stressing it yet. I guess because ain't no quarterback really just shredded us yet. And but if we play somebody that shred us, I'll be screaming it again. But as of right now, I haven't seen any reason to panic about it. I'm still calm because I think we're keeping teams under control. Cam Newton, you know, his first game, you know, we did okay. It's just that it was that pitiful ass offensive call that we were doing. You know, a lot of penalties held us back in that game. Missed blocks. That got sacked 6 times. You get sacked that many times, you're probably gonna lose. And I think we could have won that game too because we did okay with Cam Newton. But when you hold Odell Beckham, highest paid receiver in NFL, to 4 receptions and 50 yards, I really can't too much complain about our safety. But like I say, if somebody just really shred us this year and just deep ball us away, I'll probably be back in a deep ball. I'll probably be back on the topic. But as of right now, I'm okay, man. I can't complain about it right now, Cowboys abroad. I ain't gonna lie.
It's that Denver game that gives me nightmares, man. I still think about that Denver game. We got straight up by down Trevor Simmons. You know, Phillip Rivers I can live with. You know, he got a history, man, of being
That's true.
But
that's true.
Trevor Simmons spreaded us, man, for down there 500 yards. That's just
fucking
crazy.
trips. Oh God. Rob said either way, invest in our offense or defense. Man, it come down to that. Our offensive line alone, there goes a chunk of our cap. You know what? I don't know about Tyron Smith no more, y'all. I don't know. Cowboys, bro, how you feel about Tyron Smith, man?
Yeah, I like Tyron Smith, man. He had a bad first game, man, but so did everybody, man. I think those guys, man, didn't play enough in preseason, and it showed. Those guys, man, they wasn't in playing rhythm, hadn't got their feet underneath them. You know, they were kind of caught by surprise. They wasn't prepared. You know, but last game, he did a lot better, cleaned up the penalties. I thought he did a solid job. And I think down the stretch, he's just gonna get better. You know, he'll be back in Pro Bowl this year. You know, I just look for him to do that. I think that one game, man, was an anomaly. And you know, I'm just gonna toss it up to not being ready for the start of the season because we did our dress rehearsal in game 2 instead of game 3. That shit was crazy, but we did it. And he hadn't really played a hell of a lot of football. We put our football players in bubble wrap, man, so we get them ready for game 1. And lo and behold, they wasn't ready for game 1, and we took a nail.
Yeah. Dallas Cowboys football news. Russell Wilson has a big arm. He know how to get out of the pocket. He know how to, scramble here and there. Will Russell Wilson have a big game Sunday?
Well, it depends. You know, I'm not Nostradamus or anything, but he has the capabilities of having a big game. And this whole hamstring thing, it don't fool me not one time. Because people underestimate people underestimate quarterbacks' injuries, thinking they can't run. Aaron Rodgers out there running for first downs after getting carted off the field. So I don't underestimate quarterback injuries at all. I think they got to contain him as if he was 100% healthy. And didn't last time we played Seattle, didn't we beat them? I don't remember. I think we
No,
did.
No,
no, no,
no.
no.
We
We
did?
lost. We lost Seattle in December.
Yeah.
Mm. But as long as, these hot boys and pretty much this whole front seven, as long as they take care of business, their best wide receivers out. So, Cheeto and Byron don't get complacent on the outside. Safeties contain the deep threat. I think, what we did against the Giants, we're capable of doing against these Seahawks. So as long as, they do the Bill Belichick saying, do your job, we'll be all right.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with you. I think overall, Christian Sharp.
He not. He not
He,
having a big game, man. Russell Wilson is not having a big game against our defense. It just, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. That one name you just mentioned right there is one of the main reasons. Chris Richard, I'll be damned if he let that happen. He gonna be coaching his ass off, and he knows the ins and outs of Russell Wilson. But whether or not he have a big game, that ain't happening. One, his line is not gonna his old line is not gonna be able to hold up against our defensive line. We both know that. We're gonna be able to get pressure. Their receivers are not gonna be able to beat our corners. Our corners, man, are playing lights out right now. Wuze and Jones playing their ass off. They're not gonna be able to beat our corners. And because their receivers can't beat our corners on the outside, what that means to us is, we can leave a linebacker to spot Russell Wilson. So in case he's trying to run up the middle, we got a linebacker right there waiting on him. So I don't really think we'll have a problem containing Russell Wilson. And I look for us, man, to walk away, man, with the victory in this game fairly easy. I don't really see it being a big issue. I think our defense is going to play well. Our offense is due to Pollard. Right now, we've been kind of stagnant. We come out of the box slow. Then we pick up 78 yards rushing from Zeke, and we got 50 yards, damn near 50 yards from Dak. So we had over 120 yards rushing in the last game, and we're only getting better. I don't see us progressing, and I don't think Seattle's defense, with all the holes they got in it, is as good as the Giants defense that we played. So I don't think we have an issue with Seattle.
Rob Ramirez says Dallas needs to contain him in the pocket. Wilson is good on his feet. He creates time to throw the ball downfield. We need to pressure him and hit him. Yeah.
What you think, DJ? Russell Wilson gonna have a big game?
Well, you got to have somebody to throw to first, Rob. Eli was in the red when the Giants was in the red zone. They just didn't have nobody to throw to. Not the Giants, the Panthers. They just didn't have nobody to throw to. I don't think Russell Wilson will have a big game. I think he's gonna have some sneaky plays to where he avoids sacks. But a big game, I'm not with Christian Sharp going back up there for revenge. I think Christian Sharp gonna pull out some shit we ain't even seen yet. I think he was specifically saving some shit for Seattle. I think Christian Sharp was saving some shit for Seattle. I'm telling you. Russell has no receivers, and I think Christian Sharp got something for their ass. I'm serious. I don't even think man, look, Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence in the game at the same time. Look, y'all. Look, when we let Jalen Smith blitz, y'all look. I like they running back, but he ain't better than Saquon, and we shut Saquon down. And look, man, Chris Shaw got something for their ass. You could best believe he ain't show his full hand. He want revenge. They let him go. They pushed a lot of guys out of there. Legion of Boom defensive coach and a lot of the players. I mean, they are all gone. They're all gone. You got Bobby Wag and Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas ain't been in practice in the last 2 days. And Pete Carroll didn't even want to speak on why he wasn't there. That team is falling apart. They falling apart. Christian Shaw got some for their ass, y'all. I'm telling you.
Well, he
That
wanted to be traded, man. They kept him by force, man. You keep a damn player by force, and then you wonder why he don't want to show up to your practices or play for you. You know, especially, man, when you playing against a team that he wanted to go to, that you wouldn't fucking let him go. You know, I don't know why it's a surprise to them.
That's true.
He's from Texas. Cowboys is his team. They kept him from going where he wanted to go. I'm not surprised he don't want to fucking play for them.
Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, overall, I don't see him having a big game. You know, I see him being okay because he still is good. Dallas Cowboys football news. What's Sean Lee, y'all? Sean Lee. Matter of fact, Sean Lee, Jalen Smith, Damian Wilson, Van Der Esch. You know, you can't say who's going to do what, but I'm asking football news. Which one of our linebackers you got standing out?
If Sean Lee is out this football game, that means the rookie pick, 16 overall, was 19 overall, 16 overall. I forgot. I was there. I forgot. Leighton Van Der Esch. If Sean Lee's out, Leighton Van Der Esch can get a lot of playing time, lots of it. So if Sean Lee's out, Leighton Van Der Esch is my stick out guy. If Sean Lee plays, look for Jalen Smith, the hammer, the swiper, to do some work.
Cowboys abroad, what linebacker you got putting in work tomorrow?
Hey man, I'm gonna go with Jalen Smith, man. I'm going with Jalen Smith. He he feeling good, man. He's got his legs underneath him, man. He got confidence. He got his confidence back. He's no longer worried about his injury. He's playing. He's flying around. That guy, man, is powder kegging. I'm going with Jalen Smith. I look for him to have a big game. If not him, if Sean Lee's playing, I'm going with Sean Lee, man, because Sean Lee, man, is going to be out to prove something. He's going to be out to prove something. He haven't had the kind of games he wanted to have the last couple of weeks. And he knows his team. He knows his team. He knows his scheme. He's gonna be out to prove something. So if Sean Lee's in, Sean Lee's out, Jalen Smith.
Yeah, I pretty much saying the same thing. Yeah, that's that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm figuring, man. I think we're looking at we got to improve on this tackling, y'all. That's for one. We got to improve on that. We got to wrap up, like 1980 always say. It's just something we clearly learned in preschool. I mean, in Pop Warner, how to tackle. So I think once we get that under control, we are about to be a team that you cannot, we already second in sacks in the NFL behind Chicago. Christian Shaw turned his defense into something we ain't seen in a long time, y'all. Only thing we got to get together is offense. We got to get Ezekiel Elliott going. We got to get that train going. We got to get this offensive line going, get that going. Man. I'm telling y'all, we're about to shake it up.
Hey man, I thought we was gonna get it going last week, man, but our offense, man, took a step back, man, in the second and third quarters, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with our offense, but they be just taking quarters off at a time, man. 2-3 quarters. I don't really get this. I don't really get that shit. You flowing, you going, and then, for like 2 quarters, nothing. We got to stop this shit. We got to play
three and outs. I'm just tired of the 3 and outs, man. I'm tired of them. Football news is probably one of the most positive people I know when it comes to this team. Sometimes it's pissing me off. It's positivity. I can come here. Some people are like, well, just give them time. And I'll be like, no, I want to win. I don't want to give them time. We're supposed to have 30. But honestly, without that Tavon touchdown, I don't even know what the score would have been, seriously. And I don't know what other receiver catches that balls and take it to the house like Tavon. That's why Tavon needs to play more.
Dante Thompson.
I don't know.
Dante Thompson got that kind of speed.
Yeah, he do. He is fast. But would he have caught that deep ball though?
I mean, hell, he should have a better chance to catch it than Tavon does. Hell, he's 3 feet taller. So.
That's true. That is true. That is true. You're right about that, brother. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I guess I'm just I just like to win. I hate losing. It just bothers me so bad to lose a game to a team. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It bothers me so bad, y'all. I just hate losing. But overall, I think I can deal with the offense not being able to get it moving on every play. But that many 3-and-outs that we had last week is just not the type of offense we need to be running. That many 3-and-outs is not an offense that I'm proud of. I don't even like that. Like that many 3-and-outs with the type of running back we got and the type of speed a couple of our receivers got, Deontay Thompson and Tavon Austin, is almost no damn excuse. It's almost no damn. And Cowboys abroad, you big on guys blaming the coaches, man. You big on guys, but you like Gary, right? You're a Gary guy, right?
I am.
Explain that to me. Why you such a Gary guy, brothers? Explain that.
Hey, man, I get tired, man. I like guys, man. Why am I such a Gary guy? I just think he got the right philosophy. I think he got the right philosophy, man. He got the right philosophy. I like the mantra that he brings to the team. The guy is always encouraging guys. He's always, man, saying, let's move on to the next play. Let's not get caught up in this. Let's not get caught in this play. We got another game to play. The guy is, he sticks by his players. He's bringing in people, man, with character. For a long time, man, I watched the Cowboys be a laughing stock. Man, because we would always take a chance on these people, man, with domestic violence issues and drinking and driving and killing teammates and drugs and all this kind of shit, man. And I like the way Gary, man, lays down a foundation, man, of character and morals that he steals inside the team. As far as his coaching, man, it could use some work. Honest with you, I'm not 100% happy with his coaching, but I don't really think, man, that he's any worse than any of the other coaches out there. For what we got, man, that's 32 coaches in the NFL, right? And better coaches, man, on different teams. And that's just kind of how I see it. I don't really think that he's doing any worse than the other coaches out there. I wouldn't trade him for a Hugh Jackson. I wouldn't trade him for a damn Ben McAdoo. I wouldn't trade him for a damn Chip Kelly. People out there, man, I always got something negative to say about Garrett, but you can't say anything about the guy's character, which is I like. As far as his adjustments, I think that's not really a strong suit. You need a better staff, and he went out, man, and got one. And he made some key hires, man, and you can tell the difference. You can tell the difference in our receivers route running. You can tell the difference in our defense and how it's playing. You can tell the difference, man, in the amount of injuries we got compared to last year. That our position coach and the staff, man, was some of the blame. It was some of the blame. And besides that, sometimes, man, I take a position, man, of somebody's got to encourage the coach. Somebody's got to encourage the coach, man. The coaches get so much damn negativity. Somebody's got to encourage the coaches. We don't expect players to play a perfect game, and players make mistakes. But people, man, quick to hang the coach out the drive, man, when he makes a bad call or make an ill-advised decision. And the only real litmus test, the only real focus of coaching is whether or not the damn play works. It's not real. It's not a real measurement. It's like, it's like the ball's on the 1 yard line, on the 1 yard line, and you run the damn ball, and you don't get it, man. Somebody gonna say, everybody knew, man. Everybody knew we was gonna run. We should have passed. We should have tried to fake him out. I mean, I don't know why we trying that shit. Ain't like, man, 100,000 people didn't know we was gonna run the ball. Hell, the defense did too. We should have passed. And we passed the ball. What everybody gonna say? We on the 1 yard.
We should have ran.
Hey, we on the 1 yard line. We got the best back in the league. Why we didn't run? Why? Because there's 11 guys on the defense and a coaching staff over there that know we gonna run too. That's why we didn't run. So there's coaches in a no-win situation, man, and we can't expect them to be perfect. And I think that everybody expects Jared to be perfect, and he isn't. And I'm looking at his record, and we went 4-8. We went 8-8, 4 seasons that we were building a team, bringing in the Zach Martins, the Travis Frederick, the linemen that we needed, the players that we needed. And then what we do? Then we went 12-4. We got Romo hurt when got Romo hurt, had a down year, went 4-12. But then we come back, man, and we hit 13-3. And you 37-17, but you had to give up on the coach and say the coaching is bad. Well, for a couple of years it worked for you. So, nobody complained in 2014, 2016. You get your QB hurt, but you want to blame that on the coach. Like he went out there and tackled your QB and broke the QB up. So, yeah, man, I just take a position of supporting Gary mostly, man, because somebody has to. We gotta be positive, and I think that that he's getting better in time, but we're just not starting to reap the benefits of it. And I don't want to jump off the train before we reap the rewards of what we're doing. It's kind of like, back in the day when Tom Landry first took over this team, man, he lost for the first 6 years, and then he went on a 20-year run of success. The Bill Belichick's of the world, when he was with the Browns, his record wasn't all that great. He had a losing record when he was with the Browns. He goes to the Patriots, and what did he do? Well, we see what he do. 5 Super Bowls later. So I don't want to give up on the damn coach too fast.
Man, you made a lot of good points. You got anything to say about the coaches' football news?
I'm going to talk about Garrett here.
Okay.
And I can understand. When I say players getting better with time, I can see that. I mean, it took Tank 3-4 years to get better in time. This defense, it took a little bit to gel when they switched from a 3-4 to a 4-3. But looking at the head coach perspective, he's been the head football coach of the Dallas Cowboys for 8 years. And in my opinion, Jason Garrett is only good for motivation. That's it. Motivation. Other than that, the game plans over the years that Jason Garrett put together does not work. And his inconsistency of winning and losing will show you that. And the only reason why he ain't a sub-500 coach or lower is because of Tony Romo. Point blank, period. When Bryce Butler came into the football league, he said Tony Romo was making the offensive plays up. Tony Romo had their own little meeting, and they said, this is the plays you're going to run. This is the plays I'm designing. This is what we're going to do. Jason Garrett had no point or no finger in the Tony Romo era. One thing I will give Jason Garrett credit for was play calling in Tony Romo's younger years, not in the older years, the younger years. In the older years, all you heard Tony Romo go, kill, 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 and Tony Romo go to his play, right? And so with Jason Garrett, Abroad brought up, the players killing players, drinking and driving, the drugs and all that. Everything he said about that happened under Jason Garrett, and how he handled situations. Now, how he handled Greg Hardy was wrong. How he handled Lucky Whitehead was wrong. And it's a white and gray subject. I get it, but it's two different circumstances. And as a head coach, he handled that, in my opinion, incorrectly. You know what I mean? He should have kept Lucky Whitehead before the facts got out, and he should have got rid of Cancer Gregory before, he came a locker room cancer that Joey Manzi was talking about. He handles things differently. The only thing he's good for is a motivator. He has no game plan going into a football game. And I don't know if you watched All or Nothing, but it was the same robotic speech as if he was doing a press conference. In those meetings and in press conferences, it was the same thing. And that Jason Garrett, I gave him 8 years, and we still haven't sniffed an NFC championship. When you had the greatest defensive line, Dez had 16 touchdowns. DeMarco Murray had 16 touchdowns. Everything was in your hands to go, but we had to depend on if Dez Bryant caught it or not for us to advance to that next level. And it was just all boils down to his game planning. And Jason Garrett is not a good game planner.
Okay. Introducing South of Heaven. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? It's a Friday night. It's a Friday night and I'm at home. I mean, it's the bars are open till 2 a.m. It's only 9:30 here, so I still could go out. But been rocking and rolling some side work. You know how that goes. And the Florida heat, it's hot. And it's like, man, you get a little tired here and there. But we'll see what's happening, guys. Good to see you. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys, Mike.
Cowboys abroad. Did you want to rebuttal what Football News said?
Hey, man. Well, everybody's going to have their opinions of how situations are handled. I think he probably could have. I think he probably could have handled the Lucky Whitehead situation differently. But what I would say is, we were getting rid of him anyway. And that was we were looking for a smoking gun to get rid of him. Once we got rid of him, there was no turning back. And it's like ringing a bell. Once you go down the road, once you ring the bell, you can't unring it. Overall, I think that his game plan at the time, man, can be questioned. But if you go back if you look at his record, man, back when he was actually doing offense. The lowest our offense was ranked under his offensive coordinating was 10. I'm sorry, 9. That was the lowest our offense was ranked when he was the play caller. So to say he can't coach, to say he can't play call offense is almost laughable, almost ludicrous. These days you gotta when you're a head coach, you can't do everything yourself. You got to get the right staff and right supporting cast. And I think that he's doing the right thing by putting the right people in the right positions. Far as everything having to line up, and the stars having to be aligned for Garrett and all that kind of stuff. Any team, you can look at the statistics. Any team when they lose a damn key player, when they didn't lose their damn key players, man, a lot of times it just ain't the same. They don't have the same results. They just don't. What do you do? What do you do if you just don't have what do you do when you just don't have the talent? If you got the money, you can go out and do like the Eagles did. You can go out and get it in the Jahi. You can go out and get in the Jahi. You can go out and get a linebacker if you got the money. But if you ain't got the budget for that, If you ain't got the cap space for that, you can't go do that. And we just now, as a Cowboys, just now getting some money. We've always in debt and always going into the season, man, hardly having any damn money. So when we have a sustained injury, it ain't like we can go out and get an elite player. It ain't like we can go out and pay somebody $10 million because we just don't have it to pay because we've been paying all these old players off our roster that we used to overpay. But I can understand the lie. I can understand the logic. I can understand why you feel that way. It's been 8 years, man. None of us. We can all look at the same thing and see, man, we ain't got no damn playoff. We ain't got no damn playoff victories. We ain't been in no NFC championship. Damn sure ain't been in no Super Bowl. We ain't been in no Super Bowl in 23 years. And so I can understand why people, man, willing to try anything. Willing to go a different direction. But sometimes you just need to hold the wall and give time for things to develop, man. Kind of like a running back getting ready to go through the line. Sometimes you need to wait until your damn blocks are established before you hit full speed. And I think that's where we are right now. We gotta be ready to go.
Okay.
You know what's crazy, real quick. We talk about Jason Garrett being the head coach for 8 years. Cowboys haven't been, to the playoffs and our NFC Championship in 23 years. That's almost half Garrett's tenure. That's almost half Jason Garrett's tenure. And if you put in how long he's been with the Dallas Cowboys, it is half of Jason Garrett's tenure as a play caller and as a head coach.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
How you feel about Garrett south of heaven?
Man, you could talk Garrett, Linehan, Marinelli, Dak Prescott. And the bottom line is, man, I've been on here for years, man. I started YouTube and I think I seen Shango at the end of 06. And, I started doing YouTube videos in 07. And, got involved in the TTC, Trash Talk Circle, and just repping my Cowboys in general. But the bottom line is, I try not to let it bother me because I can't change it. You know what I mean? I can't change it. Love my quarterback, hate my quarterback. That's my quarterback. Love my coach, hate my coach. That's my damn coach. So that's my 2 cents on the matter, really.
Okay.
But check this out, though. Can you change it, though? Because AT&T sales from the first home opener compared to last year's was down 33%. Are the fans really – because the fans can make a change by not going to the games, not buying the gear. Forbes just came out with Dallas Cowboys being the first ever franchise to hit $5 billion. But if you don't fill those stadiums, you don't buy them jerseys, that could hurt you. So maybe the fans can have a say in it.
Well, I would say in response to that, that Forbes list you just mentioned, the value of the Cowboys went up from last year from 4.7 to $5 billion to $5 billion. So the Cowboys ain't losing no money. In fact, they're making more money. Jerry Jones just did a partnership with Star Casinos. He getting ready to put more money in the stands, and he don't really give a shit if we buy jerseys because that's pocket change to him. The marketing deals and partnerships is where he make money.
Exactly.
Hey, have you ever been to WinStar World Casino?
Yes.
Oh man, that's a my aunt is a poker dealer there. It's beautiful. You can get lost.
Yeah.
Let me check these comments.
Let me jump in here real quick on I think you mentioned last year, and I don't want to let's not even go there, but man, there's people quit watching NFL, people doing this, people doing that, and if it out, are we going back to the Kaepernick and the nil and this or that? And when that first started, a lot of NFL lost ratings and sales and this and that. But he's right. Jerry Jones, it ain't going to affect him if, people buy their jerseys from Mosh and never touch Jerry Jones or the Dallas Cowboys shop again. Jerry's loaded with money, always will be. I mean, it's America's team. It don't matter for 16-0, 0-16. Cowboys are Cowboys. And we always get sales. We always get the ratings. We always in the top 5 in jersey sales. I mean, even if we look right now, I'm sure, Dak and Zeke will probably still be there. And, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yep, I'm with you on that. My thoughts on Jason Garrett. I said I was giving Garrett a clean slate this year. Garrett got a clean slate for me because nothing before this matters. We got the defense. My only scold of Garrett is when things are going bad, he don't try to correct them. Linehan is clearly shit in the bed. Garrett just sits there and watch. And then he gets up to the podium after the game and says, "Oh, we saw some good, we saw some bad." I just hate and I hate saying this because everybody says it, but the in-game adjustments he doesn't do them. He'll let Linehan shit the bed the whole game and do nothing about it. That's my only problem I have with Jason Garrett. As a head coach, it's your job to step in and say, "Hold up." You know what I'm saying? And Garrett just doesn't do that. He doesn't step up. He doesn't do his job. When when it's time to, in my opinion. And that's my gripe I have with him. He sits back and he let whatever happens happens, and that's a problem. That's a problem. Letting Dak get sacked 8 times against the Falcons, letting him get sacked 6 times, like you that's my only problem with Gary. Like I said, he's getting a clean slate for me this year. Show and prove. If he don't, I'll be on his ass again at the end of the season. But other than that, clean slate for me. So and everything I do is basically game by game. Everybody know I really critique game by game. I don't really do long term or whatever. I go by what I see. So at the end of the season, man, Garrett gets another chance this year by the fans. And one thing that bugs me is when people think our actual words can influence Jerry Jones. Like, we can't influence Jerry Jones to do a goddamn thing. If 3-8-8 season and 9-7 season don't influence that man to fire that man, then he's not. Nothing we say can get him to get rid of, Jason Garrett. Not buying jerseys, not protesting in front of the stadium. None of that. He's gonna, when he want to get rid of him, he will, But until then, it's just not gonna happen. And overall, I just think if Garrett don't show improve this year, he's still gonna play his contract out. I think you won't see Garrett going until his contract is up. Now, I want to ask you this, South of Heaven 88. I asked these guys how they feel Russell Wilson going to do something, because we know he can scramble, he can do this and do that. We're number 9 with sacks in the NFL. How you think we're going to fare against Russell Wilson being so mobile as a quarterback?
I got to tell you, you got I believe he's got a Super Bowl ring over there, and I think Eli Manning has a Super Bowl ring, and he's got to do his best to hit the ground just like Eli Manning. I didn't even know it. I'm not a Seattle fan, so I'm not looking up their stats, but I seen Mark Holmes made a video saying he's got sacked 12 times the past 2 games. So, man, I see our defense eating him alive. And, yes, he's more mobile, but they haven't been running him like a Cam Newton. Will they try to do that? We shall see. But, I mean, after they already lost, you'd have thought they would have maybe tried to run him against the Bears. And it looks like they really didn't give him any rushing attempts. I mean, maybe he's going to be scrambling for his life on his own. We'll see. But I love our defense in this. And we can look at the Bears film and be like, hey, man, what we did to the Giants, that worked for us. And while the Bears, they bringing the heat to them and that worked for them, we can just keep on that defensive pressure just like we did last week. And I think it's going to pay out for us.
Okay. I hear you, man. I hear you. We talked about this earlier, football news. I think Chris Shaw got some up his sleeve for that damn Seattle offense, man. Besides what these guys are already doing out there beasting, do you think we will see anything different that we haven't seen from Chris Richard that make us like, oh, that's different? Like, oh, okay, that's a different style. Do you think he's going to adjust to Russell Wilson, or he's just going to do what he's been doing these past 2 games?
Well, the only thing Chris Richard was doing was call it the ET stunt, where the end and the tackle, all they do is switch during the play. It's the ET stunt, right? And that's all that was doing against the Giants. And so I think now that he really has the bulk of the play calling, I think you are going to see some crazy defensive schemes that you haven't seen. And one thing Chris Richard does is play to the strengths. And you want to talk about a motivator? Chris Richard's that motivator. He's almost like Jerry Jones in business, but as coaching. When he talks, you listen, and I guarantee he's going to sell you something, and it's going to make you want to work harder. And so Chris Richard, these game and a half that he's been calling plays, I think you're going to see a lot more of, number one, blitzing, a lot of cover 3, and a lot of press. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see because this defense, I believed in this defense since day one. I never had an issue with D-line. I was calling this one of the best front sevens before they even played football. And so I can't wait to see what Chris Richard has in plan. But I think it's going to be something like this league has never seen before.
I'm gonna interrupt here. Anybody got updates on Woods and Gregory for Sunday?
I believe they both playing, Mike.
Yep. Randy Gregory, Xavier Woods, and Dayton Jones playing Sunday.
There we go. Yeah.
They are playing. So yeah.
What about Malik Collins? Is Malik Collins out?
He's out.
He's out. Knee injury or ankle or something.
Again.
Time to let go.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. We didn't lose that 12 minutes. We lost a lot to Dez. Whatever. Let me switch the topic real quick. Speaking of Dez, Cowboys abroad. Why the hell doesn't 88 have a job?
Boy, why he don't have a job? One, man, he don't really want a job. I mean, if he wanted a job, man, he would have took the Baltimore job, man, or the Cleveland job. They both gave him offers. I think a lot of it is just timing, man. Timing, that along with the fact that he knows his value and he's not willing to settle for somebody, man, that's somebody that's trying to pay him pennies on the dollars. I mean, you go in there, you're talking about a guy, man, making $17 million, man, and you want to give him a contract offer for $3 million. I mean, if you want to offer a guy, man, at least half his salary he was working for before, you can't be surprised if he turn you down. You can't be surprised if he turn you down.
Yeah, it's a big slap in the face. Yeah.
Yeah, and so the amount these guys are offering, the contract these guys are offering is almost disrespectful because they know he's unemployed. But when you got $45 million that you walked away from the Cowboys in your bank account, you can be selective and you can take your time. Right now, I don't really see him being in a hurry, nor should he be, because even if he got a job, his contract wouldn't be guaranteed. So why take the risk? Why take the risk of getting injury, getting some type of career-ending or lifelong injury? For pennies on the dollar. Somebody got to pay you for your services, man. He just turned it down, and I don't really blame him.
Okay. Well, I think a couple of things he said on the internet really didn't help his case. If I walk away with if I made $45 million, these last couple of years, from doing, I don't even know if I could. I don't know. It's just tough. Dez is still my favorite wide receiver, of course, always will be. But man, I really wanted to see him on the team before the season started, just so he could, get back adjusted to it. And the fact that the Cowboys brought Bryce back, I'm like, damn, man, Bryce went on live TV and said something, and that was tough. So it made it seem like it was a bit more personal with Dez, to me, in my opinion. But I think he'll play football again. I just don't know when. It's tough. It's kind of unbelievable to me that Josh Gordon got a job before Dez. I mean, you could say, well, Josh Gordon was better, but his issues, I don't know. 10 sacks for Dallas, 20 TDs for Dak. Oh, Space Cowboy. Well, yeah. I guess overall, we can give our final thoughts on Sunday, and I'll go first. Honestly, y'all, I think Christian Shaw got something planned for them.
Hey, DJ.
Go ahead, bro.
Real quick, man, before we leave, Eddie, man, to talk about 88, man, I wanted to ask you, man, if you got a chance, man, to see the article, man, that they had on Dallas Cowboys, on DallasCowboys.com or the Cowboys app, man, where Dez actually recommended, man, Bryce go back to the Cowboys, and 3 days later, he got a call. 3 days later, he got a call from Will McClay, man. Do you think that was coincident? Does Dez still have that kind of clout in the locker room? Does he still have a say in the Cowboys organization, man? That he can pull the trigger on a move like that?
I think Dez still has clout with Jerry Jones because people say, "Oh, Steven's in charge now." Look, Jerry Jones still head honcho. Don't ever get it twisted, y'all. He allows his son to make those moves. But if Jerry say no, no is gonna mean no. Don't ever get it twisted, y'all. Don't ever think that guy who loved the spotlight will let somebody take over his show just yet. So I think Dez he'll have some type of relationship with Jerry to where he probably told him like Bryce will help you, and Jerry said that the Beyonce concert they didn't talk about football. Lies. They love football. They both do. They talked about it. They talked about it. They both talked about it, and I do think that's crazy that he told him to go back to Dallas and he ended up back in Dallas. Some is fishy back there. I don't know, but I've been on here a long time, and I got to get ready to get off here. So I'm gonna get my final thoughts for this game Sunday. I just don't think the Seahawks have enough offensively or defensively to beat us, and I think we're gonna win convincingly. Like I said yesterday, today I'm gonna say tomorrow. I got 3 touchdowns and a field goal. I got us 24, and I got them having 10. I'll probably change it tomorrow. I don't know. But as of right now, that's what I got us looking at Dallas Cowboy football news. Give us your final thoughts, bro.
Oh no. We're going back to Seattle. There's a lot of animosity there, going all the way back to 2006. And you want to go all the way back to 2012 with the Sean Lee hit. That field right there. Dallas Cowboys, love going back there because they like proving them wrong and making bigger hits, and hopefully they drop a damn field goal kick to go to the playoffs or to go to the And so I don't know. It's gonna be a classic game. I think it's gonna be a closer game. I think. I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of 27-20 maybe 27. My first thought was 27-13, but I don't know. I don't know what could happen. I don't underestimate Wilson. He is a Super Bowl champion. Pete Carroll's Super Bowl winning coach. So I'm changing it to 27-20, Dallas Cowboys. But if Cowboys, stay consistent in all 4 quarters and not just the first and the fourth quarter, it could be a blowout. So that's what I'm thinking. Thanks for having me abroad. Nice chilling with you, baby. And Mike Maj, keep doing your thing. And welcome, Space Cowboy. You're a little late to the show.
Before we go, I'm gonna go ahead and get Space Cowboy full prediction of the game Sunday, offense, defense, players, and final thoughts.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on, DJ. Much appreciated. Guys, what's going on? Definitely got to rewatch this, hear what you guys had to say. But I hope we kick their ass. This is a grudge match for me.
Can you talk a little louder?
Yeah, I'm on the road, so I can only talk so loud, okay?
Yell it.
I hope
you like Mosh.
I hope we kick their ass because this is a grudge match for me. I never liked Seattle. I hope we just destroy them. Me personally, I'm thinking this is the game where the offense kind of starts getting into rhythm. I expect Zeke Elliott to have a solid game. I don't expect Dak to do too much in this game, passing-wise. I think this is going to be a kind of a repeat performance of last week. I'm picking a score of 30-23. Dallas winning. I think that the defense gets 3 to 4 sacks. Keeps Russell Wilson contained in the pocket. That is the key. He is nursing a hamstring injury, for those that don't recall. I think that ultimately it's going to come down to, can you play keep away? Because I know Seattle is going to play desperate. we have a chance to end their season early. I know that sounds a bit preemptive to say, but listen, when you're 0-3, you're not going to make the playoffs. I don't care what anyone tells me. So the fact is that I fully expect that the Seattle Seahawks are going to give it their all. I'm expecting trick plays this, that, and the third. I hope that the Cowboys are able to respond. Keep in mind, Chris Richard is calling the defensive plays. It's not Rod Marinelli. And if you don't recall, I'm not sure if anyone brought this up, Chris Richard was working with Scott Linehan on how to approach Seattle's defense. So, am I expecting a blowout? No. I'm expecting a tough, gritty game that's going to come down to the end. 30-23, Dallas winning. And we end Seattle season early, plain and simple.
Wow, coming in with the cutthroat real quick.
You know, Space Cowboy. You know he's serious when he cusses. He said the word ass.
And he said ass.
Ass. He's been on that IG account.
I heard Space Cowboy cuss twice since I knew him. Cowboys abroad, man. Full prediction, offense, defense, players. What you got, man?
Hey, first of all, brother, thank you for having me on your show, brother. I really appreciate it, man. I'm humbled, man, that you would have me on. Thank you. As far as I'm concerned, Dallas, man, beat Seattle easily. I'm thinking 27-13. We get our offense clicking. Zeke gets back in the form. Our offensive line starting to gel. I don't really think they have an answer for our defense. Their receivers don't have anything on our corners. Their offensive line can't hold up to our defensive line. I think we get pressure on them. I don't really. So I see it. I got them with a touchdown, a couple field goals. And I think we fire Russell Wilson. I don't think we let him run up and down the field. I think we put a guy on him, we inspire him. So I'm going 27-13. Dallas Cowboys easily takes the victory over the Seattle Seahawks.
Wow, easily. I like it, man. I like it. South of Heaven 88, bro. Give me your full prediction. Offense, defense, everything.
This ain't my Cowboys family or Mark Holmes, right?
No, sir.
We gotta get crazy. We are gonna fuck them up. We're gonna kick their fucking ass. I really like Wilson going 6 sacks and then going 6 sacks. So hell yeah, my Dallas defense, 6 more sacks for that motherfucker. And you know it don't matter about a what do they call it? The 12th fan. All those motherfucking fans need to get on that O-line and give him some help because he's gonna be running for his life. And, you know, we don't have the Cleo Mack here, but, hey, man, we're going to have Gregory back again, and our boy Taco, our boy Crawford, our boy Lawrence. And, you know, they say defense wins championships. I'm not saying that the Cowboys are going to the big game this year, but we got to play a big game Sunday, and our defense is going to be there to take down the fucking W. That's what's up.
That's what I'm talking about, Mike.
Man. No, baby, this preaching over here. We say what we want over here. This ain't. Woo! There it is. There it goes. I was waiting on it. I was waiting on it, man. Yeah, y'all know we spill the beans on this side, baby. We do it over here, man. Hey, that shit got me fired the fuck up. I love that, man. Rob Ramirez, thank you for coming through. Appreciate everybody. Daryl O.B. Bird, B. Bird, Jeff, always coming through. Boomer Sooner, thank you. Simp, thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate everybody that came through. Marquise, always, man. All the Cowboys abroad, subscribe to him. He's doing videos now, and I watch every one he put up. Keep bringing them videos.
You're doing videos abroad?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know. One told me. I'll be subscribed.
Yeah, I try to sub every Dallas fan there is. What's my new boy? What's it? Damn, he just commented my video. Dallas Cowboy locker room, I think. Let me go look at his comment real quick. Yeah, I'll give my boy Dallas Cowboy locker room a shout out too while I'm here. But yeah, Cowboys abroad, of course. If I don't have you, I'm gonna get you.
Dallas Cowboys football news. Y'all know who he is, man. He's been doing it. His first video was years ago, so he's not no rookie to this shit. Unlike me. Follow Dallas Cowboy football news.
My boy's name was Dallas Cowboy Locker Room Huddle. That's a mouthful.
Subscribe to him too. I support everybody.
You're no longer the rookie, DJ. I'm the new rookie, man. You're a seasoned vet now, man.
I ain't no vet. I ain't no vet yet. I gotta get a full season in, man.
It's a lot, man. Mike Moss probably been on the longest, but I've been on since 2013, the day DeMarcus Ware was released from the Dallas Cowboys. That's when I started making that day is when I started making YouTube videos.
Hey, I watched the video.
Shango's the only one here now. It's got me beat.
I watched a video of Mike Moss from 11 years ago, so he's been here a long time. 11 years ago, man. So he's been here a long damn time, man. Die hard forever, baby. And man, I can't get enough of looking at that room. I love that damn room. I love it. Subscribe. South to Heaven 88. That's just beautiful, man. I can't wait to build my stuff up like that, man. That's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
It was even better last week because he had a nice piece of ass on the couch. But
whoa.
That'll be tomorrow.
So yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody for coming on, man. I'll be so happy when everybody come on. You know, I can expect football news. You know, Mike Marshy, he even came on last week before he went out to party. So I really appreciate that, man. You know, Cowboys Abroad taking time out of your night because you're such a different time frame, bro. I appreciate it so much. I promise I do, y'all. Seriously. Like I say, I'm still new to this shit.
Let me ask a broader question real quick. Abroad, what will it take for you to come back to the States? For either not to live, but to visit.
Hey man, I'm going back to the States, man. I'm going back to the States next week, brother. I'll be at the Detroit Dallas game next week, brother.
Wow, there you have it. There you have it.
Why? Where's he at right now?
Okinawa, Japan.
You see some fans over there?
Huh?
Do we have some Cowboy fans over there?
Oh hell yeah, man. We worldwide, man. We got Cowboy fans everywhere, man. Hey, man, I've been to 16 different countries. Ain't a place, man, I've been that we don't find. I don't find some Cowboy fans. We got Cowboy fans everywhere.
There you go, man. There you go.
You guys want to know what pisses me off? I live in Florida. My car's done up with Cowboy stuff on it, and I'll see somebody in front of me with their license plate will say the state of Texas. And I don't see no star on there. I'm just like in the back, like, you know what I mean? Just,
Yeah, man. Hey, look, appreciate everybody for coming on, man. We're gonna get out of here. If y'all don't mind, I'll probably try to get one in before the game. If y'all able to come on, we'll do it before the game. And definitely at halftime of the game. But other than that, that's about it on my side. Hey, I appreciate all y'all.
I know it's your stream, and I hate to interrupt, but Space Cowboy 17, try not to talk so much next time, please. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate everybody for coming on, man. South of Heaven 88, Cowboys Abroad, Dallas Cowboy Football News, Space Cowboy 17. Follow, subscribe to everybody on here, man. Go Cowboys.
Let's go Cowboys!